Have you ever noticed, my modern and unstoppable seniors, how as the years pass by, some people in your life seem to slowly drift away? Maybe old friends call less often, family gatherings become fewer, or invitations to social events just seem to dry up. It's a feeling that can be both confusing and lonely. But here's the truth. This isn't just about fate or bad luck. There are real, understandable reasons why people start to pull away after we hit 70. And the even better news? Many of these reasons are actually things we can control. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 key reasons why people begin to distance themselves in later life, and just as importantly, what you can do to prevent it. These reasons aren't random. They come down to certain behaviors, attitudes, and patterns that, often without realizing it, can push people away. Stick with me until the end because some of these reasons might surprise you. And the solutions will empower you to keep your relationships strong and thriving, no matter your age. Reason number 1. Stopping your personal growth. One of the biggest reasons people start to pull away after 70 is when someone seems to stop growing, mentally, emotionally, or socially. Growth isn't just for kids or young adults. It's a lifelong journey. Think about it. When you meet someone who's curious about the world, eager to learn new things, or open to new experiences, that person feels alive. Their energy is magnetic. Now, imagine the opposite. A person who only talks about how things used to be, refuses to try anything new, or closes themselves off from change. It's easy to fall into that trap. After all, comfort zones feel safe, especially as we age. But my modern and unstoppable seniors, when we stop evolving, our conversations start to feel stuck in the past. People may find it harder to connect, and over time, they might stop reaching out. Let me give you a quick example. Imagine 2 gentlemen at a neighborhood gathering. One asks about the latest movies, talks about trying a new recipe, or shares a story about a recent walk in nature. The other keeps saying, "That's not how it was done in my day," or "I don't get these new gadgets." Which one do you think will get more invites next time? Growth isn't about mastering every new thing or following every trend. It's about curiosity, staying open-minded and willing to learn, even in small ways. Try something new this week, like reading an article on a topic you don't know much about or asking a grandchild to teach you a simple app on your phone. These small steps can keep your mind sharp and your relationships fresh. Remember, my modern and unstoppable seniors, growth is a sign of life, and life is what people want to be around. Reason number 2. Letting negativity take over. Let's talk about something that sneaks up on all of us: negativity. We all have tough days. We all face challenges, aches, losses, frustrations. But when complaints and negativity start to take over most conversations, people begin to feel drained around us. Have you noticed how exhausting it can be to be around someone who constantly focuses on what's wrong? Maybe it's a relative who complains about their health nonstop, or a friend who always finds something to criticize. It's not that sharing struggles is bad. Opening up is healthy and necessary. But if most of your conversations revolve around complaints, it might push people away without you even realizing it. People naturally want to be near those who bring light, humor, and hope, even in tough times. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect, but shifting your focus toward gratitude and positive stories can make a huge difference. Here's a simple practice. Try sharing one good thing that happened each day. It could be a warm chat with a neighbor, a funny memory, or a small success you had. My modern and unstoppable seniors, when you bring warmth and light to conversations, you'll notice people wanting to spend more time with you, and that's how you keep your connections alive. Reason number 3. Becoming too isolated. My modern and unstoppable seniors, one of the quietest reasons people start drifting away is when someone begins to isolate themselves, whether physically, emotionally, or socially. Sometimes it's because of health challenges or mobility issues. Other times it's because of fear or discomfort around change. But when we stop reaching out, stop accepting invitations, or stop initiating contact, even our closest loved ones may begin to feel shut out. Isolation doesn't just affect you. It changes the way others see your willingness to connect. Over time, that distance can grow, leaving you feeling even more alone. But here's the good news. You have the power to break this cycle. Even small steps matter. Try inviting a neighbor over for tea or calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Say yes to that community event or hobby group, even if you feel a little nervous. Remember, staying socially active doesn't mean you have to be everywhere all the time. It's about maintaining regular touch points, those moments of connection that remind people you care and want to be part of their lives. Isolation can be a slippery slope, but it's one you can step back from, starting right now. Reason number 4, holding on to grudges and unforgiveness. Here's something that's tough to admit, but so important. Sometimes, relationships fade because of unresolved conflicts. Carrying grudges, holding on to old hurts, or refusing to forgive can build invisible walls between you and the people who once meant the world to you. My modern and unstoppable seniors, forgiveness isn't always easy. It takes courage, and sometimes a shift in perspective. But the weight of resentment often causes more harm to you than to anyone else. Imagine how different your relationships could feel if you chose to let go of bitterness, even just a little, at a time. You don't have to forget what happened or pretend everything is perfect, but releasing grudges creates space for healing and reconnection. Try writing a letter, even if you never send it, to express feelings that have been held inside. Or have a calm, honest conversation with someone you've been upset with. You'd be amazed how much lighter and more open your heart can feel afterward, and how much closer it can bring you to those around you. Reason number 5, becoming emotionally. Unavailable emotional availability means being present, not just physically, but with your feelings and your willingness to share and listen. If someone consistently shuts down conversations about feelings or avoids deeper connection, others may start to feel like there's a barrier they can't cross. It's common for many seniors to protect themselves by avoiding vulnerability, maybe because of past pain or the fear of burdening others. But emotional connection is the glue that keeps relationships strong. My modern and unstoppable seniors, when you open up a little, even in small ways, you invite others to do the same. Sharing a memory, expressing appreciation, or simply asking, "How are you really doing?" can deepen bonds more than you might think. Don't wait for others to take the first step. Your openness can be the bridge that keeps your relationships alive and thriving. Reason number 6, losing interest in others' lives. My modern and unstoppable seniors, here's a subtle but powerful reason why people start to drift away. When someone loses interest in the lives of those around them. As we get older, it can be easy to become inward-focused, thinking mostly about our own experiences, memories, or challenges. But relationships thrive on mutual care and curiosity. If you rarely ask others how they're doing, or don't listen closely when they share their stories, people might begin to feel unseen and unheard. Think about how it feels when someone genuinely listens to you, not just waiting for their turn to speak, but really hearing what you say, showing empathy and asking thoughtful questions. That kind of attention is a gift that keeps friendships and family ties alive and vibrant. So how do you avoid this pitfall? It's simpler than you might think. Make it a habit to ask open-ended questions. What's new with you? How did that make you feel? Tell me more about that. Even small gestures, like remembering names, birthdays, or important events, show that you care. The energy you invest in others comes back to you many times over. People will naturally want to spend time with someone who makes them feel valued and understood. Bonus: what you can do now to keep your connection strong before we wrap up. My modern and unstoppable seniors, let's talk about the steps you can take right now to stop the drift and keep your relationships flourishing. Stay curious and keep growing. Try a new hobby, read about something different, or connect with younger generations. Growth is magnetic. Balance your conversations. Share your challenges, but also focus on gratitude, humor, and positive stories. Reach out regularly. Even a quick message or a phone call can make a huge difference. Practice forgiveness. Lighten your emotional load and open space for healing. Be emotionally present. Share your feelings, listen deeply, and show empathy. Show genuine interest. Ask questions and remember the little details about those you care about. If you're committed to becoming the kind of person who keeps their circle close and loving, these habits will serve you well for decades to come. Remember, my modern and unstoppable seniors, relationships are a two-way street. But the effort you put in matters, and it can transform how others see and value you. Thank you for staying with me. If this video has given you useful insights, please hit the like button, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to Wellness for Modern Seniors for more advice to help you thrive.